You can't be in here. This meeting is for stakeholders.
Ma'am, you need to leave.
I am the stakeholder.
What?
The $300 million deal.
The glass doors of the executive boardroom swung open, and that's when it happened. A sharply dressed manager stepped forward, blocking a poised black woman from entering. Employees froze. Laptops paused mid-typing. Even the security guard glanced up. "Excuse me, this meeting is for senior leadership only," the manager said coldly, forcing a tight smile. "I am your boss. Security, remove her immediately." The room went silent. The woman didn't flinch. She didn't argue. She simply adjusted her portfolio and looked at him with calm, unreadable confidence. Behind them, executives from finance, legal, and operations were already seated. This wasn't just any meeting. This was the meeting. The one that would finalize a $300 million acquisition deal that could double the company's valuation overnight. And the clock was ticking. The manager assumed she was in the wrong place. Maybe an assistant. Maybe a consultant who misunderstood the floor number. He didn't recognize her face, and in his mind, that was reason enough. "Sir," the security guard hesitated, looking unsure. "I said remove her," the manager snapped, louder this time, making sure everyone heard who was in charge. That's when the head of finance stood up abruptly. "Wait," he said, his voice cracking slightly. "You might want to rethink that." The manager frowned. "Rethink what? This is a restricted meeting." The woman finally spoke, her voice steady and composed. "You're absolutely right. It is restricted." She reached into her portfolio and pulled out a sleek folder embossed with a private equity firm's logo. Not just any firm, the firm funding the entire $300 million deal. A quiet murmur rippled through the room. The head of legal leaned forward. "She's the controlling partner." The manager blinked. "Controlling partner of what?" She met his eyes directly now. "Of the capital backing this acquisition," she said calmly. "Without my signature, there is no deal." The temperature in the room seemed to drop 10 degrees. Suddenly, the power dynamic shifted. The man who had just ordered her removal wasn't in control anymore. In fact, he wasn't even authorized to be leading the meeting. He was simply the internal operations manager assigned to oversee integration after the deal closed. A deal that now hung by a thread. Executives exchanged tense glances. The CEO, who had been on a conference call screen, cleared his throat. "Miss Carter," he began carefully, "please accept our apologies. There's clearly been a misunderstanding." She didn't raise her voice. She didn't gloat. But her next words hit harder than any outburst ever could. "A misunderstanding," she repeated. "Or an assumption?" The manager's face drained of color. She continued, "Before investing $300 million into a company, I evaluate leadership culture, respect, judgment under pressure." The entire boardroom was listening now. Every breath felt amplified. "And what I just witnessed," she said, closing the folder slowly, "gives me serious pause." The manager opened his mouth, but nothing came out. 30 seconds of silence passed. 30 seconds that felt like 30 years. Then she added, "Convince me this company is worth partnering with." And just like that, the meeting transformed. The executives who once overlooked her were now leaning forward, eager to speak. The same manager who claimed authority moments ago stood speechless, realizing his snap judgment may have cost the company the biggest opportunity of its existence. Because sometimes the person you try to block at the door controls whether the doors stay open at all.